This video will be deep, and I'm going to ask you to reflect on your past action. Yes. Do you actually think you deserve success? Because most of the people want it all. A six-pack, money, capability, everything, but they won't do the work that you have to put in to obtain these things. Here's two things that show that you are going to succeed. Patience. If you are patient, it is just a matter of time before you will achieve your goals. Stubbornness. Never give up and act in the way that you promised yourself. Now let that question sit in your mind for a moment. Do you truly deserve success, or do you simply desire it? Those are two very different things. Desire is easy. Desire asks for nothing. Anyone can sit in a room and imagine a better body, a bigger bank account, more respect, more freedom, more status. Anyone can fantasize about becoming exceptional, but deserving success is different. Deserving success is built through action, sacrifice, discipline, and endurance. Many people confuse wanting with earning. They speak about dreams with passion, but live their days with laziness. They say they want to become strong, yet avoid discomfort. They say they want wealth, yet waste hours every day doing nothing valuable. They say they want peace, yet continue habits that poison their own minds. They want rewards without transformation. They want outcomes without process. Life does not work like that. The world quietly rewards people who become the type of person capable of carrying success, not those who merely ask for it. Patience is the first sign. Patience means you understand reality. It means you know meaningful things take time. Muscles need repeated effort. Wisdom needs mistakes. Wealth needs consistency. Confidence needs exposure to fear. Respect needs character tested over time. Yet many people quit because they expected immediate proof that their effort mattered. They go to the gym for 2 weeks and feel disappointed. They start a business for 3 months and become discouraged. They practice a skill for a short period and decide they are not talented enough. They mistake slow progress for no progress. The patient person sees differently. They know invisible progress is still progress. They know roots grow before trees rise above the ground. They know discipline compounds quietly before results become visible. They know that if they continue long enough, momentum will eventually become undeniable. Patience protects you from emotional decisions. It stops you from quitting in temporary frustration. It keeps you grounded when results are delayed. It gives you the strength to continue when others abandon their path. Then comes stubbornness, not arrogance, not foolish resistance. Stubbornness in the form of relentless commitment. This is the mindset that says, I may fail today, but I will return tomorrow. I may lose money, but I will learn. I may feel weak, but I will train again. I may be behind others, but I am still moving. This trait is more powerful than talent. Talent can create a fast start, but stubbornness survives the storm. Talent can impress early, but stubbornness keeps going when boredom arrives, when setbacks hit, when loneliness appears, when doubt grows loud. Most people stop not because they are incapable, but because they become tired of the journey. They expected excitement every day. They expected applause. They expected certainty. When the road became repetitive, lonely, and hard, they disappeared. The stubborn person remains. They continue when nobody notices. They continue when progress feels invisible. They continue after embarrassment. They continue after mistakes. They continue after people laugh. They continue after being underestimated. This is why so many late winners exist in life. They were not always the most gifted. They were simply the last ones standing. So reflect honestly on your past actions. How many times did you quit because it took too long? How many times did you betray your own promises because comfort felt easier? How many times did you restart from zero because you lacked consistency? How many dreams died because you wanted the reward more than the responsibility? These are not easy questions, but they matter because success is not random. It often goes to the person who became ready for it. If you're patient enough to endure slow seasons and stubborn enough to keep moving through painful seasons, then your future changes completely. You do not need perfect timing. You do not need perfect talent. You do not need perfect confidence. You need endurance. Success rarely belongs to the loudest dreamer in the room. It belongs to the one who can keep showing up after motivation leaves, after emotions fade, after excuses lose their charm. So ask yourself once more, do you deserve success right now? Your habits already know the answer. Now we need to go deeper because many people hear hard truths and instantly protect themselves with excuses. They say life is unfair. They say they were born in the wrong place. They say others had more help, more money, more talent, more opportunities. Sometimes those things are true. Life can be unfair. Some people begin 10 steps ahead. Some people receive guidance early, while others learn through pain. But even when all of that is true, there is still one question that remains untouched. What have you done with what was in your hands? This is where many people lose power. They become obsessed with what others were given and ignore what they themselves are wasting. They study another person's advantages while neglecting their own time, energy, health, attention, creativity, and potential. You may not control your starting point, but you control your direction. Every day, you are either building yourself or abandoning yourself. There is no neutral mode. If you spend years feeding distractions, avoiding effort, and escaping discomfort, you are actively constructing weakness. If you spend years training discipline, learning skills, and sharpening your mind, you are actively constructing strength. Many people want success while living in contradiction. They want confidence, yet constantly choose actions that make them ashamed of themselves. They want money, yet refuse to become valuable. They want respect, yet lie, complain, gossip, and move with low standards. They want peace, yet consume chaos every day through habits, content, and relationships. They want transformation, yet remain loyal to the version of themselves that keeps suffering. This contradiction is expensive. You cannot plant one seed and demand another harvest. If your routine is careless, your results will eventually expose it. If your routine is disciplined, your results will eventually reveal that too. Outcomes are delayed mirrors. They show you what your repeated actions have been saying for months or years. This is why some people are shocked by where they end up. They thought random effort would create elite results. They thought occasional discipline would overcome daily laziness. They thought wishing intensely would replace working consistently. Life does not reward intensity once in a while. It rewards standards repeated for long periods. Look at someone who became strong physically. You are seeing thousands of choices. Look at someone financially stable. You are seeing years of decisions. Look at someone calm under pressure. You are seeing countless moments where they chose growth instead of panic. Success often looks sudden from the outside because people only notice the harvest. They never saw the seasons of invisible labor. This is why bitterness is dangerous. Bitterness makes you stare at another person's reward while ignoring the price they paid. It makes you compare your behind the scenes to their highlight reel. It makes you resent discipline because excuses feel easier. A better response is responsibility. Responsibility sounds heavy, but it is freedom in disguise. The moment you accept responsibility, your future becomes adjustable again. If your actions helped create your current position, then new actions can help create a new position. That is powerful. You are not trapped by every past mistake unless you keep repeating it. You are not defined by wasted years unless you continue wasting more. You are not doomed because you were inconsistent before. You become doomed only when you defend the habits destroying you. So ask yourself with brutal honesty, what patterns keep stealing your future? Where do you keep lying to yourself? What comfort is costing you the life you claim to want? What excuse have you repeated so often that it now feels like truth? The answers may sting, but pain can be useful when it wakes you up. Because the person who deserves success is not perfect. They are accountable. They do not spend all day blaming. They assess, adapt, and move. They do not worship motivation. They build systems. They do not wait for confidence. They earn it through action. They do not demand results first. They become the type of person results naturally follow. So if your life has been drifting, good. Awareness means the drift can stop now. If you have been weak, distracted, lazy, or inconsistent, good. That means the problem is visible. Visible problems can be attacked. The worst position is not failure. They do not worship motivation. They build systems. They do not wait for confidence. They earn it through action. They do not demand results first. They become the type of person results naturally follow. So if your life has been drifting, good. Awareness means the drift can stop now. If you have been weak, distracted, lazy, or inconsistent, good. That means the problem is visible. Visible problems can be attacked. The worst position is not failure. Many people imagine success as a destination. They believe one day they will arrive, relax, and finally feel complete. But success is not a finish line. It is maintenance. It is responsibility. It is pressure. It is standards that must be upheld long after the excitement of winning fades. If you cannot manage yourself now, more success will only magnify your chaos. More money without discipline becomes waste. More attention without character becomes self-destruction. More freedom without structure becomes emptiness. More opportunity without maturity becomes regret. This is why some people receive what they once prayed for and still lose it. They wanted the reward but never became the person capable of holding it. So the real question was never, do you deserve success right now? The deeper question is, can you sustain it when it arrives? Can you remain disciplined after progress begins? Can you stay humble when people praise you? Can you keep learning when you become better than average? Can you stay focused when distractions become more attractive? Can you stay grounded when ego starts whispering that you have made it? Many rise, fewer remain. That is why character matters more than hype. The habits that build success are often the same habits that protect it. Discipline, patience, humility, consistency, self-control, long-term thinking, emotional stability, honesty with yourself. Without these, success becomes temporary. With these, success becomes scalable. You do not need to know every step of your future right now. You only need to win today correctly. Train when you said you would. Work on the skill that matters. Keep your word. Save instead of wasting. Study instead of scrolling. Rest with purpose, not with guilt. Speak with intention. Move like someone who respects their own potential. Those simple actions look small, but repeated daily, they reshape identity. And once identity changes, results begin to follow naturally. A weak person must force discipline. A disciplined person acts naturally. A distracted person fights focus. A focused person protects attention automatically. An insecure person seeks validation. A secure person seeks progress. This is the transformation you are after. Not just external rewards, but internal evolution. Because when you become strong internally, success outside of you becomes more likely. And even if it takes time, you no longer feel empty during the climb. That is rare power. So if you are asking whether you deserve success, stop using feelings as evidence. Feelings change by the hour. Use behavior. Your calendar reveals priorities. Your bank account reveals habits. Your body reveals standards. Your focus reveals discipline. Your reactions reveal maturity. Your daily actions reveal your future. If those reflections are hard to face, good. Truth gives you a starting point. From this moment forward, stop begging life for rewards you have not prepared to carry. Instead, become undeniable. Become the person who shows up when tired. Become the person who keeps promises privately. Become the person who improves without applause. Become the person who stays steady when life gets heavy. Become the person whose routine earns what their mouth once asked for. Then one day success will arrive and feel natural, not lucky. And when it does, you will know something most people never learn. Success was never something to chase, it was something to grow into.